Okay. Let me tell you. If you order something to be delivered through an app, and the app has a chat or text function, and I get called 5 times in a row, I no longer want to pay a good tip for the delivery. I don't order through apps. I have, there's a grocery delivery that I use. And, oh my goodness. 5 times? Yep, 5 times. 5 times. Because first they went to the wrong building. Then they went to the wrong entry. Then they didn't, so the way that the thing's supposed to work, so the door entry goes through the phone, right? So I have to be called by the phone box that's attached to the building. So if they're in the middle of calling me on their phone and then needing me to dial them in, I can't do that because I have to have my phone open for them to call the phone box. What a messed up day. Messed up day, messed up week. I did do torture today at least. Oh, DM, your mic is different. Oh, DM, you stopped tracking. Hello, welcome to the cooking stream. It's a hand cam. It's a different setup than the computer desk. Oh, DM, why don't you just use your gaming computer for the hand cam stream? Well, dear viewer, as much as I would love to do that, I don't want to have to move my entire full-size computer over every time that I want to do a cooking stream, which would be every other week. You understand the problem here? Oh, but you should move your microphone over. Well, dear viewer, I understand your confusion with the change in the audio. That's not possible to do. Oh, but the audio quality is not as high as when you're doing your gaming stream. Understandable. So there's this thing that's
Reminder,
if you're using a lapel mic, I'm just getting this out of the way, so that way I can just tell people to go to the beginning of the VOD if they bring this up at all. The audio quality is different. Yes, that's because I am using a wireless lapel mic, which is probably the best option that I have. Yes, it's in a different placement for the mic. I don't have a boom mic. Cooking streams will always have a degree of scuff because it's just me and Whiskey is not very good at technologia. My ears are broken. Your mic sounds exactly the same. Oh, don't worry. There will be people that come in here and insist that it's completely different and the quality is like how's Whiskey doing? He's doing good. I don't understand why you don't have a purpose-designed kitchen streaming setup and second person to operate the computer while you burn things. I know, right? I know, right? Instead, I just have my... Whiskey, what are you doing, buddy? Whiskey. He's like leaning over and he's either sniffing something or he hears something or he's gonna throw up. Whiskey. Okay. Hi, you cannot come up on the table until we're done. All right, we have 2 things today. No, Kai, we need the pinned message because there's people that will backseat. Eat the audio complainers and back tears. Thank you, Hobo. DM hired the guy who did the sound setup for the Golden Joystick Awards. Okay, wait a minute. Whoa. The slander. I'm pretty sure my audio setup is more reliable than that. So I do have a question before we start onto cooking. So, Kai, does the Kai box have anything edible in it? Can you show off the new controller? Oh, I could, yes. Oh, Kaibox, yes, Kaibox Volume 2 has arrived. For those of you that don't know, Kaibox is a yearly, there we go, yearly subscription service that's free. All you have to do is be friends with Kai and let him use you for clout. Kai's not even here anymore. It's true. Kai, answer the question. Unless you answered and I missed. Is there anything edible in here? Did you know Kai has drawn the most fan art of any person? So, oh, there is food in here. Okay. Okay. We are going to open the Kai box first. So that way when Kai inevitably says, heck, you go kick rocks, I need to leave, we can get to the cooking then, okay? Unboxing without us? No, I was just opening to see. So oh, we do have the laminated piece of plastic here. So we are going to open up the Kai box, and I did something fancy this time. Not fancy. I'm gonna say fancy to try to get your hopes up. It's not really that fancy. I'm sure some of you are gonna see what I did and be like, okay. But it's fancy, okay? Kai canonically drew all the fan art in the world. That is true. Wait, if you shake the box, does it sound like broken glass? Oh, I threw it on the floor of the stream room and I was just stepping on it for like the past 2 weeks. Was there anything breakable in there? There is no sticker on the outside of this that says, be careful. Not the puppy! Well, we'll see. We'll see. Wow, a DIY puzzle. All right. But streamer, where did the music go in the background? Congratulations. During these streams, you're more than welcome to listen to your own music and play it in the background. I don't have music running. Because then it's awkward later. Hang on, let me move my model over. There we go. There we go. All right. Kai, I really don't appreciate the custom stickers with my address all over them, covering the entire thing. That's actually... We're VTubers, Kai. Also, the fact that you got custom-made wrapping paper, that's a collage of you photoshopping yourself into pictures with me. Did you talk to my mom? Where did these pictures even come from? That there's just, I can't show you guys obviously because like face doxing, but it's just, Kai didn't even get like regular text on there. It just, he wrote on it with, is this crayon? It just says my best friend. Kai, we're gonna have a call after this, but I've dissected the box. So let us see. Let us see. Whiskey, you look like you're going to try to jump up onto that corner there, and I do not feel comfortable with that. Hang on a sec. Whiskey, sir, hi. Hi, I need you to not be, you know what, I'm just gonna put, there we go. There's soybeans there, you can't jump up there anymore. Okay. All right, bam. Bam, you wanna see the fancy thing? Do you wanna see the fancy thing? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hold on. Oh, technologia! So I made a zoomed crop frame for I was expecting a third hand to show up. All right. All right. I added a cropped frame that's just like the whole cutting board area. Have you tested the bubble wrap? Does it work? Yeah. But I think Kai pre-popped most of these. Also, there's like an audio delay between what's on the screen and what you hear because of camera rates and frame rates and data transfer and internet. I don't know. This is not very good bubble wrap. All right. Here we go. Before we start cooking, we have Kai box number 2. We have a sketchbook. Kai. There's actually Calorie Mate in this. And it's maple flavor. When's the expiry on this? All right, 2026. This is great. There's Calorie Mate in it this time. He didn't open it last time on Kai box. Kai did not give me, he sent me an empty Calorie Mate box and I was so excited. I was so excited because I actually unironically love Calorie Mate. It's like, if you've ever wanted to eat like laundry powder, but have it be more like vaguely taste like a granola bar. That's amazing. Yeah, it's very powdery and dry. I'll show you one of the biscuits once I open it. All right, but this, I opened it just to make sure that there wasn't anything heinous. It is heinous, in fact, and it's so heinous I'm showing you. Kai's Calorie Mate reviews. You're sick in the head, Kai. I also have a Kai point card. 1 stamp per visit. Collect 5 stamps for a free drink, 10 stamps for a free meal. Okay, so I have to go visit you, or do you come visit me? As long as we're in the same room, it counts. Okay, I'll put this in my wallet for using later. I'm just gonna put this off to the side so I don't lose it in the Kai box. Okay. Kai's Calorie Mate reviews. Yay, yay. Cheese. Black Label. 1983. Smell. Classic Calorie Mate smell. Semi-sweet processed cheese smell. Taste. Doesn't really taste like cheese. Some sort of salty sweat shortbread. Japan is not known for good cheese. Feel. Very dry and crumbly. Like a block of vaguely cheesy sand. Impression. The classic, the staple, the Calorie Mate. Score. 3 out of 5. Fruit. Green Label. 1984. Smell. Still smells kind of cheesy despite being the fruit flavor bar. Not a lot of fruit in this. Taste. Confusing. Not quite fruit, but also not quite cheese. Mildly bitter aftertaste. Feel. Has the mouthfeel of biting into a dried orange peel. Impression. I think if there was maybe 1 or 2 pieces of fruit or something in each bar. I actually like the preserved orange peels, but that doesn't save this. Score. 1 out of 5. Chocolate. Red Label. 1993. Does not have the Calorie Mate smell. Doesn't smell of anything really. Taste. Doesn't taste of much either. Imagine you had a spoonful of flour, a spoonful of cocoa, and a sugar cube. This tastes like you ate the flour and the cocoa while looking at the sugar cube. Not sweet at all. Feel. Dry as the desert. Impression. It takes a certain level of maturity to enjoy an unsweetened mouthful of cocoa. I am not that mature. 2 out of 5. Maple. 2009. Smell. Almost smells kind of sweet. Taste. Almost tastes kind of sweet too. Not like, aha, that's maple. More like, maybe it's maple? Feel. The sweetness almost makes it feel not as dry as it really is. Impression. At this point of the reviews, I'm wondering if I really even like Calorie Mates or if I just like branding and recognizability. From a taste perspective, they're all been all have been pretty unremarkable. That's accurate. Vanilla, light blue label, 2022. Smell, the classic cheesy smell with vanilla undertones. I wonder if it isn't a cheese smell per se, just Calorie Mate exclusive smell? Not unpleasant, but not what you would expect from a vanilla cookie. Taste, mildly sweet with clear vanilla. Picture of vanilla.png, and I don't know how you draw this. Mildly sweet with clear vanilla notes. Compared to a regular cookie, it would be somewhat bland, but for Calorie Mate, this is entirely inoffensive. Actually kind of nice even. Nothing special feel-wise. Impression, just a very, very normal vanilla cookie. 3.5 out of 5. Best of the Batch Award. Kai's Balance Power Big Reviews. Is this just a book where you show off all of the Calorie Mate and Calorie Mate adjacent things you haven't sent me? I could have sent you like 14 different Calorie Mates, but that was too bulky. If you're wondering if I recommend the Kai Box subscription service, I don't. Why is the cow a ladybug? I forgot to draw butter. Top pick. So Balance Power is like the Calorie Mate competitor, but these ones are actually like tasty. It was free and I want my money back. What the heck? Oh, he drew me hating bananas. Thank you, Kai. +1 in taste, -1 in brand recognizability. Yeah, they're definitely not as fashionable as the Calorie Mate boxes. Like, I look at the Calorie Mate box and that's iconic, you know? Kai drew some low-fiber poops at the top of this one. Dang. Oh, uh-oh. Buddy, it's not time yet. Whiskey, it's not... Oh, nut granola. The only one I could find. I checked 5 stores over 4 months. Couldn't find... Oh. Sweet potato, pink label. End of reviews. DM Doodle to take up space since you like getting fan art. Wahaha. Oh, and then he left some blank pages at the back. Oh, wait. And the most important page, we have pen test, pen test, pen test. Man, even ballpoint is visible on the other side of the page. Pencil. This paper sucks. Thank you, Kai. Thank you. And the reason why whiskey is up here is because Kai included whiskey. Here. Come here. Come on. Oh, he did the thing. Oh, that's my water glass. Whiskey, do not. Okay, all right. Is the laminated brochure still in the box? Yeah, it's at the very bottom. I'll find it. I'm just throwing some mice out for him to play with. He batted it with his paw and then ran off after grabbing it in his mouth. So we're evicting the mice and throwing them. How long till they're under the couch? I give it till the end of stream. All right. I forgot the laminator. Laminated pack. Okay. I forgot to show you the Kai Box 2. Premium cat dish. We'll see if that survived. Ancient tote bag. Kai Walker. A cat pin. 2 boxes of spicy mapo tofu and 2 non-spicy. I actually made some homemade mapo tofu recently, but I was advised against sending hot, ready-to-eat food over the mail as it would legally be classified as a biological attack. Thank you. Mofu-san, shark flavor. It reminded me of your Sharky Punch Fist gloves. It's also Mofu stand. I wasn't sure which color you would like more, so I took a shot in the dark. Calorie Mate, maple flavor. A brand of nutritional energy bar produced by Otsuka Pharmaceutical, blah, 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 blah. The facts were on the previous pamphlet. It's not just an empty box this time. It comes with a fancy black notebook. Toy mice, a little gift for whiskey. You mentioned how you would sometimes buy little toy mice for the lad as a TREAT, so I assumed he likes these kinds of things. He does, as seen. Stamp card. Sign up as a member to the Kai Club with your email, your phone number for exclusive offers, fantastic savings, and early notice of all your favorite, of all of our newest arrivals. Some exclusions apply. Wow, thanks, Kai. A life-sized portrait. Accurate, drawn to scale girl DM. Please understand, I have never drawn on canvas with watercolor markers before. I tried my best for like almost 2 hours. It's not very good. More completo, this time in purple because purple is your favorite color. I remember because I'm such a kind and caring friend. What a fantastically great guy. Much kind, very caring, and also incredibly humble. You're so humble. Oh, it's a green cat dish too. Amazing. And then there's nothing on the back. Wow, what a good friend. What a good friend. All right, what do we have here? So here's the Salmon. So this is Mofu-san, but this one's name is Salmon. And Kai. Wait. 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 Okay. So we have, this is the one from Kai. Okay. This is the one I bought for myself in Japan. And this is the one that was one for me at around one. So I will take this size to represent the depth of your friendship. Thank you, Kai. I've seen those around one, right? They're so cute. They're so cute. I love Mofu-san. I love Mofu-san. All right, and then we have mapo tofu, mapo tofu, mapo tofu, mapo tofu. These will be delicious, thank you. Look at those dudes. Aren't they great? I love Mofu-chan. Mofu-shando. My Mofu-shando. Also, Kai, when's the last time you got checked for color blindness? Because these are blue. Guys, we had the opportunity to troll Kai just now. The bit. Guys. The bit. Oh my. Chat's on my side this day. Girl DM will remember this. Chat loves to correct you more than troll Kai. We could have trolled Kai, but thank you, Kai. Thank you for the completo. It can go with my more pink than purple completo. And my blue and green and white completo. And my pink and orange and yellow completo. Completo. Throw them in a bowl. I want to stack them into like a airtight container. So Kai also included the collector sheet because there was Salmon navy, Salmon blue. There was Shachinyan, which is whale, and this is Jinbei Salmon and Penguin Nyan. Heard you're pretty cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's saying stuff like that? And then this is the ancient bag. I made, Kai sent me a picture, and it took me a while to get back to him. And I made him go back and get it. It's beautiful. I love this copy pasta so much. I love this copy pasta so much. This is like one of the top copy pastas. Yay, thank you for the bag. Let's see what's inside. Nothing. Oh, this is the Kai Walker. So, this is one of the rejected concepts that is mentioned on the thing. So, I don't know if you can see too well, but his little leggies do move a little bit. It's just not very dramatic. Luke Skywalker. Is this an English product from Japan? No, it was from a art. It was from an artist alley. Thanks, Kai. There he goes. To where? To where? And then one of my most used emotes on Discord. Yay! Also, British Trash Panda, thank you for the raid. Wait. Kai? This isn't a pin. You're right, it's not. Oh. Thanks, Kai. Thanks, Kai. Sorry for the inconvenience. We'll refund you for this year's box. Oh, thank you. And then we have the life-size. Oh, you made them into magnets. We have the life-size girldm paintings. With an easel that still has the tag on it. I'll put these in the bathroom. Thanks, Kai. Greetings, Bureau Chief. Hello, hello. And of course, he signed as well. He put magnets on the back. These are horribly accurate. Like, look at this one, see? Wait. Camera hard. Hang on. See, it's life size. Which one do I shoot? The fake, obviously. And the broken plate. It says Senbei Cat Mamezara. Series inspired by a senbei shop I visited last year in Asakusa that had cat head shaped senbei. Don't worry, it's not. It's not broken. Kai. I knew I forgot something. Kai, I don't think I've ever had a friendship as precious as ours, you know? No, it's a custom-made one, and then it does take a decent amount of work for the firing and everything. Thank you, Kai. I'll give this to Whiskey to eat off of. Here you go, Whiskey. Kai brought you another present. Oh, Kai, I do have something for you. How did these look? I was gonna get you a tube, and then I was gonna get you the smaller version. So Kai did unfortunately make a bet, and he's going to have to consume something generally designed for pets, but cat food's actually easier to get smaller containers, and I don't want Kai to not ruin, but waste food for dogs. So, what was the bet? Oh, a bunch of gifted subs, and Kai was the one that said it. So, yep. But yeah, so this is Calorie Mate. This one smells more like maple though, but this stuff like absorbs all of your spit immediately. It is so dry. I love it, but it's so dry. Is it at least nutritious? It's supposed to be. Whiskey has managed to get one of the toy mice under an appliance. Also, hi, Wrath. Cavalry meat? And wondering why you were eating horses? Oh. All right. Let's get to the actual adventure today. So these both are recipes from Volume 2 of the Final Fantasy XIV Cookbook. Volume 2 just came out. And this goes from Shadowbringers to Dawntrail. So, just my lapel mic has like a 4-hour. Don't you need longer gloves to roll up your sleeves? I'm not doing surgery. The gloves are to prevent you guys from getting flashbanged and freaked out at the sight of my massive meaty man mitts. Got him. Anyways. Here, wait, Wrath. This one's specifically for you. Among Us. Oh, hey, that's pretty neat. Thanks. Well, that was a good stream. Now she's just showing off. But the Yowie hands, I know. Unfortunately, my digits are too... Okay, Whiskey is now on top of the bubble wrap because that's on the floor. Anyways. Making salmon French word from the Black Shroud. Whiskey's going to be distracting me. And the Isleworks Runner Bean Sauté from the Island Sanctuary. Yeah. So the reason why I'm making the runner bean sauté is because if you look on the picture for the salmon, if you look at the in-game icon, I think they're using like snap peas, but they didn't have a snap pea recipe, but it's got beans. So beans, okay? So what the plan is we're gonna make the bean saute first because cold salmon's not as good as cold beans. Working through Stormblood. Is this cookbook gonna spoil anything important? This cookbook, yes. Not lore heavy important, but there is a recipe I made last week. Not last week, the last one I did that I would not recommend looking at because it spoils a very wholesome thing. Spoilers in a cookbook? How far are we gonna take this? Let me show you. This is how far spoilers go in this cookbook. Those who play the game will know. Okay? They have spoilers. Specifically for horse fart. Okay? All right. So, I'm gonna start off with these, which means I need to gather everything. I'm going to read through the recipe first because that's the thing that you should do first. So, I'm gonna be doing a half a recipe. I've learned my lesson. I'm doing half of the recipe. Weren't we doing salmon? Maple lost. Did you not hear the explanation? Look at the game food icon. There's beans. There's beans. We need the beans to go with the salmon. We need the beans, salmon, beans, salmon. Do you understand? Some say the risotto is still in there. Oh, would you like to? Let me show you how messed up my world is. Yeah. If I ever get land and want to like build my own house, this could be the first like. Oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. That's not... Uh-oh. This is not risotto. This is corn chowder. Oh, look at the really pretty ice crystals, though. Look at these. Is it in focus? Focus. How in the world did those form? Chowder. Like, we have very shiny ice on the top, and then, whoop, a disaster. Look at these. Wow, they're so pretty. Look at that one. Amazing. Well, This chowder is probably gonna taste like the inside of the fridge. See, I thought there was risotto in here because the top of the lid looked like risotto. Well, back in the freezer it goes. Aha! This is the risotto. There's just gonna be whiskey's chasing the ice. Just gonna have little water spots all over the floor, that's fine. It's just corn water. There we go. Isn't that like 5 weeks old? I think it's older than 5 weeks. Yeah, that's risotto. At least it isn't the oldest thing in there. Yeah, I have stuff that's worse. I'm not gonna show you right now though. I feel like you guys are judging me now. Actually, I should show you because they're funny. See, the problem with the freezer is the height. Okay? With the fridge, I can look into the fridge and know where things are, right? Okay? Can any of you guess what this is? What these are? I think it's dehydrated itself. It's freeze-dried itself. Not soup. Not soup. Not curry. Not ginger or garlic. Not tofu. Not cheesecake. Not carrots. Not turmeric. Not salmon. Not fish. Quiche? Squash? It is a squash. This is pureed pumpkin. It's turned into a sponge. What the heck? Yeah. It's not even frozen anymore. I think all of the liquid just escaped. Is it still safe to consume? No. No, it is not. That is from... when is that from? That is from... January 2 years ago. Yeah. Ancient pumpkin puree. Yep. Yep. Don't you thumb up. Last week I ate chili con carne I put in the freezer in 2021. See, the other problem is that my fridge and freezer have been having temperature fluctuation issues, so I pretty much have to just go through and clear out a whole bunch of stuff, which I don't want to do, but I have to. So you're gonna get rid of it now, right? I have a stream to do. Anyways, we're gonna make some Isleworks bean sauté, runner bean sauté. So I'm gonna make a half a recipe. So we need... These gotta boil. We need salt, green beans, olive oil, garlic cloves, black pepper, thyme leaves, and lemon juice. So black pepper, and lemon juice. How many lemons did I get? Only one. I thought I had more. Okay. I have fresh garlic this time. Garlic, girldm, thyme. You got thyme on your hands, right? All right. Where did all the thyme go? Oh, don't panic. It's right here. Thyme. Beam. Yeah, so this recipe is calling for 900 grams of beam. I'm only going to make 340 beam, but I'm still going to put the same amount of garlic in because that's only what's right. Garlic. Olive oil and green beans. All right, so these have been washed and they want me to microwave them, but I don't trust them. PC beans, yeah. I don't trust. It's funny, you're making all the food content from the side content that you didn't do yet. We'll get there eventually, we're pausing. Yes, I was right to not trust these beans. I was right. See how strange and shrivelly this is? Strange beans. How dare you? You disrespect me? End of the line. Oh. Not using that one. I do have the fancy girldm knife, but today I will be using my other nakiri because I used the fancy girldm knife I used last night. So I'm just gonna trim off the ends of the beans. And in a large pot, heat about 2 quarts of water. There's this, what kind of, do I have a large pot that works with this? Oh, the dishwasher just finished. I now have a large pot. Yippee! Ah, it's warm. Ah, I can't see. Okay. All right. Okay. Good enough. A large pot. See? Massive. Huge. Big pot. Attacked by your own appliances? No, attacked by my glasses, not gonna lie. Can somebody look up if cats can eat green beans? Apparently they can? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Kai. Just gonna, like, I like my fictional characters scrungly. I don't like my, oh, it's safe to eat already. We washed it and we trimmed it and everything. I do not trust. I do not trust the bag. Internet says yes? Okay, good. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to boil the water first and then put the beans in, but... This one says not to add seasoning, though. Yeah. I'm just gonna have these little chunks that are from the ends, and I was just gonna put them into Mr. Wimsky's food. I can mix him up into there, give him some good fiber so he can stop being a stinky poop butt. He hasn't been a stinky poop butt the last couple days. That was just that one day when I came home and he was just like, haha, watch me squat my butt across the floor. I was like, okay, buddy. Is it freakish that I'm making a smiley face with the residue of its brethren? Nah, good for morale. Okay. Raw fresh green beans. If frozen, they can eat after the beans are cooked with seasoning. Okay, so these are not with no seasoning. Yeah, he's not going to get any seasoning. It's just to see if he wants a... Wimsky. Wimsky, here. Either he's going to bat it around or I'll put it in his mouth. We'll see. He does like, he likes zucchini. Okay. He spat it out. If it was human parts, it might be a little wild. You're right. By God, you're right. Oh, I made tuna steak and mashed potatoes earlier this week. And I made it in 15 minutes. And I didn't take a picture because it was after stream and I was really hungry. And so I just took my food and put it into, and I also made peas. Made peas. And so I had peas and garlic mashed potatoes and tuna steak. And the reason it was able to be made in 15 minutes was, so it takes 7 minutes to microwave a potato to get it to baked potato level. And then my air fryer takes 7 to 10 minutes to grill fish. So while I had everything else going, I just did everything else in the meantime. And then I have that new potato racer that I showed before. So I used the potato racer, and that is probably the fastest way to make mashed potatoes that I have ever experienced. Min-maxing, yep. Potato racer, yes. Potato racer. There's one that I bought because there's this Korean content creator that makes a lot of cooking videos called Plan D that I bring up like almost every single cooking stream because I just like her content so much. And she was the one that got it. And then I saw it and I was like, dang, I want that. And then it was sold out forever. And then I finally got one. And it was right to be sold out forever. It's a really good potato racer. Here, let me find. It was just in the dishwasher, but hang on a minute. The dishwasher run this time had something that didn't want to make everything be as clean as it should have been. So I'm just gonna rinse this off. I probably have to run a cleaning round of the dishwasher after I put the filter through. Okay. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Where's the towel? Okay. I will show you the potato racer. So the potato racer, essentially, it's like a giant garlic press that's designed for potatoes. Okay. So this is the one I have. Got little holes in the bottom. And you put the potato in, you put like your baked potato in. Anything you're gonna turn into soup. Not soup, but make into mashed potatoes. And then you put the top piece in, and then you twist it, and it will push all of the potato through like a garlic press. They have ones that you press down from the top, but I wanted one that you like pull in like that. So yeah, that was the one that I got, and then I used it, and I was like, dang, glad that I got this, because that made mashed potatoes are so fast with that thing. I just squeezed the potatoes into a bowl that I already had butter and a little bit of milk and garlic powder in, and then I just mixed all that up. I have their garlic press version, it's just as good. Nice. I have a Japanese garlic press gadget that I like pretty well. I would show it here, but this one's sliced garlic, so. Why is the brand just Joseph? It's Joseph. It's not Joseph, it's Joseph. There's two of them. Yeah, I would have been upset if I had just cooked these like normal. I don't know. I don't like it when there's dry parts of the veg, especially when it comes to like green beans. I feel like they just kind of ruin the mouthfeel of the rest of the bean because they get kind of woodsy, you know? How big would you recommend it being? Oh, the potato for the thing? I just had some regular gold or yellow potatoes or whatever they're, Yukon Golds, that's what it was. I just had those, and I didn't even remove the skins. I just cut them in half so that it was easier to fit them into the press, and then I just did one, and then I did the other, and then it was just ready to go. And then I mixed it up with a fork, and it was silky smooth mashed potatoes. There was a person that commented on Twitter that was like, why don't you just use a food processor? And there's this thing that happens with potatoes. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. There's this thing that happens with potatoes, especially cooked potatoes, if you process them too quickly, which a food processor does. And that is, they start to get gloopy. They get starchy. They can become glue, yeah. And so sometimes it's good though, because if you're going to be making like, if you're gonna make gnocchi, or if you're gonna make like korokke, this is why you never dump potatoes down your disposal. Yep, they will turn into like slime, which you can use for some stuff. They do have benefits. There are cooking techniques that require you to make your potatoes into gloop. But for the most part, you don't want to do that. Yeah, they'll have like the texture of raclette, the cheese, you know, just big. So that's why I don't recommend a food processor. They sort of gelatinize. Yeah, you activate the starches. Potatoes have a lot of starch, and they just, yeah. That's why gnocchi are so springy. Is that how you pronounce it? Gnocchi? That's just how I've been told how to say gnocchi. It might be right, it might be wrong. It may be right, maybe crazy. No idea. Okay. So the question is, do you want me to keep this zoomed in on the cutting board so you can watch me cut the garlic, or do you want me to zoom the camera out so you can see the cook pad? Now, long guy, thank you. Zoom out? Okay. I will zoom it out. I shall zoom it out. Jajang! Okay. So I'm supposed to wait for the water to boil and then put the beans in. Fins. There we go. And function, I guess we'll put on water. Yeah, making the beans before the salmon because the salmon, if it goes cold, is not fun. If the beans go cold, then we're okay. Ah, Peachy, it's going good. Let's just move the next step over to the side here. And now we gotta slice up the garlic. Okay, it says 4 cloves, but I'm doing like essentially half a recipe. I'm watching a cooking stream while ordering fast food. Oh, don't worry. Most of the time when I'm like watching Plan D's cooking vlogs, I'm just like, and now I will eat junk food. And I'm gonna trim off the parts of the garlic that would make it not good texture. Little nubs here where it connects to the base. And now I will chop my fingers off. For your entertainment. Don't do that. But it wants the garlic to be in the slices. You know, I'm gonna put those on a tray. Nice. The water is starting to boil a little bit. Thing about when they're like, oh yeah, chop the garlic, like slice garlic, is that when you start getting to the edges of the garlic, it becomes a hazard. Like, it's like, I would like to slice this garlic extremely thinly. I would like to slice it so thinly that you can see through it onto a piece of paper. But garlic is very slippery. And somehow at the same time, the oils in it make it stick to everything. Ooh, that is bubbling. Bean down! Okay. Cook for 5 minutes. Would a toothpick help hold it down? Maybe, but I don't know if it would be worth the effort. Come on. Come on, get off my cutting board. Started looking at the Joseph stuff and now I want too much of it. Yeah. Cuts the garlic with the razor to get the really thin slices. I mean, like, this one, this knife can cut fairly thin slices. Like, you can see the edge of the blade through that. Now I'm gonna get distracted while the beans are cooking. It's easier with tomato. No DM knife, not today, because I used it last night and I didn't, it hasn't gotten washed yet because I usually do the dishwasher dishes and then I'll do the hand washing dishes the next day. Because usually I have more, I don't have enough hand washing dishes that for me to put in the effort to do all of them in one go. Okay, those are some big chunks of garlic. The picture has, buddy. The picture has some larger pieces of garlic on it, but the rest of this I'll just... This one's a nice larger clove, so I connect. That's a big piece of garlic. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm the only one eating this. Doesn't matter. That's good enough for me. One time when I was sick in university, I went to the school's medical assistants. And I had like a cold and a really bad sore throat. And the doctor recommended that I eat whole cloves of garlic. That was their treatment. Interesting recommendation. Yummy. Yummy indeed. Let's grab. It wants me to do sautéing as it is a sauté, so I'm just going to make sure that I have my wok ready to go. And then I forgot that I had set the faucet to do the strong spray of water. And so now the water has sprayed onto me. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it's Friday cooking. If you get tooth pains, do they advise you get whiskey? No, but I used to do that before I had dental. Okay, so the beans should be cooked. Drain and rinse under cold water. Okie dokie. Okay, the beans have been cooled, and now we have our wok. And it says, in a large non-stick pan, heat olive oil over medium-high heat. Add the garlic and sauté until softened and starting to turn golden, 1 to 2 minutes. Add the green beans and toss until mixed well. Add the pepper, thyme, and lemon juice. Cook for another minute until the green beans are heated. Okay, so gonna make sure that I have everything prepped first. So we have our garlic. It wants me to use a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm going to be extra, and I am going to not use the fancy olive oil, actually. I'm just going to use the basic olive oil. Does the backseat tax apply to cooking streams too? Yes, because there's people that roll up and tell me how to cook. Which is really funny. And by funny, I mean, it gets old. Yep. Surprisingly enough. I had a guy tell me that you don't have to season the skin on the salmon because you don't eat that part. Should clown on salmon skin guy more? Actually, I have some clowning to do today. This person did delete their comment, so thankfully, y'all can't clown on them, because I believe it was just a simple misunderstanding. But I got a comment this morning. Like, I woke up to go to torture class, and I got a comment this morning. There was a guy that said that he was going to subscribe to my channel, and then he realized that I time gate my content. And I was like, huh? That you what? That I time gate my content. And so I was like, okay, does this person just really like the Final Fantasy 14 VODs? The Final Fantasy 14, is that what it is? So I responded back and I was like, well, like, if you get a certain tier of membership on YouTube, you get early access to the videos that go up, but they're on the same schedule to go live that they would be. Like, if you have Drudge tier or higher, as soon as I upload a video, you get to see it. But sometimes I upload 5 videos at once because I space them out to go live onto the channel, right? And then I realized that they had commented on the schedule. And then I explained that those are the scheduled starts for the live streams. They're not pre-recorded. They're happening live. That's why they're on the schedule. And then I went to torture. And then when I came back from torture and went to check YouTube again, the comment had been deleted. So, just letting you know, there are some early access shenanigans, but everything goes up live like it would have been anyways. I haven't done like any membership only streams, and if I were to do a membership only stream, it would mainly be because I don't want random people showing up to clown on me. I was just like, this is absolutely wild. Amazing. Okay. So now I need a chair. Hang on, guys. There's a vertical challenge that I'm currently engaging in. Oh, I'm so tall. That's not the one I wanted, though. Do I want this one? Maybe I do. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't, then I just have to do this old-fashioned way. Just gonna take one sprig to see. That don't do anything. That goes in, this should be in the garbage. This doesn't do diddly squat. That's a letdown. I have somewhere. Maybe it's in a different drawer. I have a tool for... Oops. I have a tool for processing herbs. But I rarely use it, so I don't remember if I got rid of it or not because I was like, oh, this is just taking up space. I don't use this thing. Where is it? Ah, this will do the same thing. This will do the same thing. I need another vessel. Okay. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Azina? This will do the same thing that I was wanting to... I was wanting the tool to do. Or it won't. Maybe I'm just... See, this is why everybody gets dried time. Because this just takes too much time. Do you understand? Maybe I have to just go through the, like, the super tiny one. The Junji Ito this. Good enough. Yeah, that works. It works. We're here for a good time. Does the finger trick not work with gloves? It does. It just takes too much time. I'm trying to have a shortcut because I don't like processing fresh herbs a lot of the time just because they're just like... There we go. See, that works pretty well. You just gotta Junji Ito it. You know? The Amigara fault one, where the people that, like, find the human-shaped holes. Have you seen that one? Never thought of doing it that way? Oh, that's because MomDM actually has a tool that does this, that's designed to do this. That, like, grabs onto it. You hold it down, it looks kind of just like a squeezer thingy, and it pulls it through. Uzumaki it? That is not from Uzumaki. It's from one of Junji Ito's short stories. Uzumaki is horror all about spirals. It's the same creator, but The Enigma of Amigara Fault. Yes, that's the full name of it. It's a short story. But essentially, it was included in the ones where the fish have legs. Yeah. It's essentially what I'm currently doing to this time leaf is that people start finding these human-shaped holes that just randomly appear in like a national park structure. That's about a teaspoon. And then they, people start saying that, oh, they've like, the hole is the size of that person, so that hole must be their hole that they're supposed to go through. It's like their destiny is calling or whatever. No, they're just human-shaped openings that have just shown up. And when you go through it, it turns you into spaghetti. It just gets more and more narrow. And people just push on through, because they're like, oh, only if I go through this, I'll be worthy. If I go through this, I'll be worthy, kind of thing. And then they just... they just die. Don't worry, everybody. I do vacuum after every cooking stream. They're shaped so you can't go back out once you go in. Yep. That's where that's this is my hole. It was made for me. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I turn this one on, and we're going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on barbecue. This thing doesn't have regular settings. It just has, like, functions. So I'll put on barbecue setting. That should be acceptable. Does it have a dishwasher salmon setting? Hey, dishwasher salmon is a poor man's sous vide, okay? Dishwasher salmon? Yeah, you can cook salmon in the dishwasher. You put it in a bag with a serving and stuff, you know? I don't remember that episode of Mythbusters. It is in an episode of Mythbusters. My food delivery got canceled. Uh-oh. All right. We ask, can we, not instead of should we? I think we should. Ooh. Okay, so these have to start going until they're just about golden. I'm gonna turn the temperature down a little bit because olive oil, despite the fact that a lot of people like using it in recipes, olive oil is not a high temp oil. It'll start to scorch. If you want to do stuff like deep frying and getting your oil like really hot for stuff, you should not be using olive oil. You should be using like peanut oil or some other neutral oil. Oh, it smells so good though. It smells so good. Yummy. Okay. These are starting to turn golden. So I'm gonna throw the beans in. Because you want the garlic to get golden, but you don't want it to get too golden, because if it gets too golden, then you're gonna regret it. That's how you burn your garlic. So now they have the nice garlicky oil mixed in. The beans were already boiled, so they'll already be nicely cooked through. If it's too golden, then it's going up in flames. Yeah. Black pepper. And thyme. And then it says to add lemon juice. It wants 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I do have a lemon. I don't remember how much lemon juice is supposed to be used for the other recipe, though. Which is a little concerning, Smile. I thought I had another one. I swear. I do. I have something even better than fresh lemon. What? No, it has to be fresh. No, you see, I have Ria Lemon. She's insane. The lemon grade? Yep, the lemon grenade. It's the holy hand grenade, but for the kitchen. It's gourmet. It is gourmet. Gourmet, even. Okay, and now the beans gotta cook up, but while the beans are cooking up, that is all that is required for these. So these are pretty quick. Like, prep time would have been shorter if I wasn't yapping. Cook time, pretty accurate. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. I'm just gonna cook the beans until they have like a little bit of color to them, because that's my preference. And then I will just take this entire pan and transfer it to my oven. Tragedy, you can't get yuzu grenades. I wish I could. We get a dishwasher cam? That would be some advanced gaming. You know, if I was a face cam streamer, I probably would just bring the camera with me to show you guys the dishwasher, but I'm a cat. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Do like a GoPro in the dishwasher. That's a nice book stand, isn't it? Like, oh, it's got the cable stuck on it. But it has a nice stand for things, and you have like good area there. And then the main reason I bought this is because I wanted something that would hold the pages open when I'm cooking. Because inevitably, when you're trying to cook from a cookbook, the book decides, oh, actually, I don't want you to see that recipe, right? Where did I get it? I found it on Amazon, like a couple years ago. Because I do like to cook a lot. I have a lot of cookbooks. I would show you all of my cookbooks, but they are color-coded on my shelf right now, so I'll only show you a couple of them. All right, so this is ready to go. So I'm just gonna let this rest in the oven to stay warmer, because the oven is a bit more warm, you know? So now we have salmon. Yeah, like this cookbook. Oh, it's bright. This cookbook does not like to stay open. Like, so that's why I have the book stand, because I'm the type of person that I would like weigh down the cookbook with stuff. But anyways, okay. So we have cutting board, knife, plate, medium nonstick pan. So we have the dawn of the brand new Zwilling induction safe pan that I bought at the discount sale. And then we also got, that's the fish cutting board. As I am pescatarian fairly recently, and by fairly recently, I mean a couple years. So I have everything I use for veg only, and I'm a little paranoid about getting sick, so I have this one. So we have the salmon, kosher salt. So I'm just gonna read on this. Okay, prepare a plate with whole wheat flour. Coat each portion of fish with flour after you season them with salt. Okay. This is important. We have to have our full focus. Mods, turn on the dramatic game show music. They can't actually do that. Kind of mean of me to request it. So there are 14 recipe that includes copious amounts of mayo. This one has mayo. That one got mayo. Sorry, it's the intern's turn. Oh, okay. Some guy took break a leg a bit too serious. I see. Okay, so I need to get some flour in a pan, or a plate of flour, because we're going to dredge the salmon in the flour. So I'm just going to get the flour, and I'm going to put the flour into the container, and, well, not the container, but the flour into the, oh baking powder. Why would you jump from that height? Where the frick did I put the flour? Oh, I found it. Never mind. That was a bit of an overreaction on my part. I knew I had flour. Okay. All right. This says 2 tablespoons of flour. That. That was all the flour we needed. Goodbye, flour. Thank you for spending so much time to come up on stage and then have absolutely nothing to do with it. Okay. Next step. We have salmon and then a bundle of cilantro that looks really sad to me, so I'm kind of upset about it. Nice container for the flour. Thank you. It was an important cameo. It was. Do you include eggs in your diet? Yes. So I am pescatarian. Pescatarian means fish and seafood are okay. Eggs are okay. Cheese is okay. Dairy products are okay. That does not smell like Italian parsley. But this is just for topping anyways, so. Why do you not smell like parsley? Why do you smell weird? Just gonna rinse that off. I don't know. Smells like grandma went to church on Sunday and doused herself in half the perfume bottle because she has been a chain smoker her entire life and forgot the fact that her nose just can't smell stuff anymore after long COVID. Anyways. Honey is okay, always okay. It's the closest we got to volunteer domestication. That's what I would like to say, but there are vegans that go a lot more hardcore than that. So, here we have my fresh Atlantic salmon. And their cuts look way nicer than the ones that I have. But this is 113 grams of salmon. So, oddly specific. There are some hand creams that smell way too strong. Is this skinless? What the? I hate it here. Why is it skinless? Why is it skinless? The YouTube comment guy got to it. I'm so upset. This is not going to look anywhere as near as nice as the... What a messed up day. There is nothing on this. It says, fresh Atlantic salmon portion plain. That is so messed up. Actually, livid. Like, so I have frozen salmon, right? Hi, Miss Shadow Lovely. I have frozen salmon, but I wanted my cuts to look like the ones that they had there. So I chose the same. But now I feel like I should just run water over this for it. Should I just quick defrost this? I'm mad. Is it worth the extra time? Just use the already thawed salmon. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Yeah, it is safe to defrost fast. I've done quick defrost before. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna put this back in the freezer because I'm not wanting to take it out of the... Don't worry, guys. The hand that touched the salmon has not been touching anything else. This is the salmon hand, the right hand. This hand did not touch that. I only used this one. Anyways. I will let the regular, the nice salmon, the frozen salmon, I'll let that one defrost. And then I'll just make this again if it tastes good. Because, like, why is it the salmon that I bought from, like, fresh from the grocery, it's ugly. Look at this. This is Atlantic salmon. I think this is Canadian. It's gotten no sunlight. This is a seasonal depression salmon. Looks like someone punched it. Ugh, I just did. Does defrosting the salmon cook it at all? No, there's a... Help my son, salmon is so sick. I would eat it as sushi. Like, I wouldn't even eat it. Like, if I got salmon sushi and there was... Because normally when you get salmon sushi, you get, like, the nice marbling between stuff. Like, look at this. It's like a chicken cutlet. That's gas station sushi, right? Are we at the part where we spread the meat all over the counter? Yes, we are. We're on the slide the meat over the counter side. Anyways. Heat the olive oil. Okay. So I have to... God, I don't even want to season this stuff. God, this salmon's making me depressed. All right. Generously season each of the salmon portions with salt. We're only doing one portion. Didn't know Canadian salmon could look that bad? Bruh, don't go to Superstore. Do not go to Superstore. Oh, you know what? Since I'm currently focused on this, I should probably... Wha-bam! There you go. Now what you present as a grilled centerpiece of the meal. Right? Their pictures lied to me. The pictures looked exactly like the cuts that are in this cookbook. It's okay. You'll be something of a meal still. The good news is that this recipe really doesn't take much time, especially if you're not yapping in front of a bunch of people trying to be funny. It's actually going to be pretty quick. So, yeah. I always get salmon from either Costco or Save-On. The frozen one that I showed you that looked like, I'm just gonna, don't worry, I'm not touching anything with the contaminated hand. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, okay. The salmon, she tells you to not worry about. Like, it's not the right cut still, because it's still too, like, this has a lot more on there, but like, look. Look. This one looks nice, right? Right, so much, and this was cheaper. I paid $14 for the most depressed salmon I've ever seen. Like, buddy, what happened to you? Okay, anyways, I am gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna cut this in half. God, looking at it's giving me depression. And I've been kind of depressed most of the week. I can tell because I didn't want to clean anything. Sounds like Superstore, yeah? Yep. Can you take a bite out of the Forzen salmon? Not today, no. All right, we're gonna cover this bad boy in flour. I don't even want to call him. I wouldn't, like, the one that was from the freezer's a bad boy if we're gonna dredge and I don't, what, community service salmon? Let's get this minor felon dredged and on a board. Man, I am never getting seafood from Superstore ever again. He spent his life committing fish demeanors. Love that. Okay, there we go. So now we have our depressed salmon here. I'm depressed too now. Don't worry, guys. We'll cheer up once we have our delicious beans. Let me just remove the contamination glove. Jacques! Misdemeanor salmon. They made a few mistakes when they were young. Okay. The difficulty with cooking streams is getting the glove back on your hand. Dear God, I could never be an assassin. My hands would get so sweaty as I'm in like the stalking before kill phase, and then I would have to clean up and swap my gloves out, and I would just be, the police would catch me immediately because I'd just be around the corner being like, my fingers aren't going back into the glove. All right, well, we got a little bit of pancake fingertips here, but it's got to be something the cutters at Superstore have to do. My work can get skin on, but descaled salmon. Oh, I could get it elsewhere, but this poor salmon getting roasted beyond the grave, like, okay, the packaging said it was fresh Atlantic salmon, but I'm farming this right now, so done and done, okay? All right, let me go get the olive oil again. In fact, this salmon is so... honestly, I don't think it could even give me salmonella. I think if it's in the pan for 5 minutes, it's going to be overcooked. Like, 100%. Anyways, so now they want me to... I'm going to read through this. I'm going to carefully read through this. In a medium nonstick pan, heat the olive oil over medium-high heat. Carefully place the salmon in the pan and cook until golden. Flip and cook until this side is golden brown, 2 to 3 minutes. Add the butter. Once melted, baste the fish by spooning the melted butter on top of the salmon pieces repeatedly to finish cooking through. Transfer to serving plates. Clean out the pan and return to medium-high heat. To prepare the brown butter, melt the butter. Keep cooking until the butter begins to turn to golden brown, about 2 minutes. Add the salt and lemon juice. Pour the butter over each salmon portion. Garnish with salmon with parsley and serve immediately with lemon wedges. Okay, so that's why I bought the lemon. All right. With the amount you're roasting, it's already overcooked. And it still makes me sick. Anyways, all right, so they want me to do the brown butter separate timing. So, okay, this is contaminated now, so the contaminated knife must go over to the sink so that I do not contaminate further, or else shall cause great distress. We're gonna get the butter. We're gonna look at the butter, and you're not gonna say a single word about how the butter looks. Okay. Looks like the salmon. Man! Looks like the salmon! What happened to that wrapping paper? It's not Christmas. Why are you so judgy? Anyways, new knife has been acquired. We're gonna change the view back up. Zoom out. Oh, amazing. And now we're gonna cook the salmon. And I guess the function for salmon is going to be barbecue again. What temperature is medium high? I don't think you're supposed to take a bite out of the butter. Hey, I am training for climbing Mount Everest and being an extra burden of society, okay? What temp F? What temp F? Medium high. Medium high. There we go. Between 375 and 450. Okay, well then technically 392 should be where we're at, but I'm a little scared. How much olive oil? Half a tablespoon. We're good. Where can you get sticks of butter that are like 4 sticks stuck together? That's like a butter cube. What's wrong with my butter? How do you use your butter? Do you scoop it with a spoon? No, these gouges in it are clearly from a fork. What isn't wrong with your butter? Okay, whatever it has, it's a different level than this salmon, I'm just saying. Okay. Carefully place the salmon into the pan. Okay, well the butter is starting to get shimmery. Aha. These are important tools for salmon, mainly because I can't use the spatula to get them up sometimes, so that's a me problem though. If you regularly cook stuff, you might not have this problem. Anyways, normally they recommend you to wash off your utensils in between, but as I am the only person that's eating this, that's fine. All right, so we have these two. Place them in, flip and cook. Okay, ooh, steam is starting to come off this baby. Ah, my hand is contaminated. Okay. So these are both in the oil. 2 to 3 minutes. Flip and cook until this side is golden brown. 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna wait 2 minutes. I know it's a little hard to see. It's like right over my head here, but there are 2 pieces of salmon in here. And they're gonna be golden. Gonna be golden, you know? Add the butter, and once melted, so 2 tablespoons of butter, but I don't think we need 2 tablespoons for this because I am using far less. See, this is how I use my butter. I don't see what the... That's too much butter. I don't see what the problem is. There we go. It's good. Okay. I don't want to overcook my salmon. 2 minutes, 28. Will they be glowing together? They might. I just gouge bits out of the butter rolls, right? Like this is why the butter looks like this. Does your mayo have breadcrumbs in it too? There's no breadcrumbs in this. This is all butter. There's no contamination. Sometimes the butter, you need it to talk, okay? Right, I feel like these are ready to flip. Oh, they're golden. Okay. Huh. Add the butter once melted. Baste the fish by spooning melted butter on top of the salmon pieces repeatedly to finish cooking through. What do you mean finish cooking through? These look like they've already been cooked. Do I have any non-shiny spoons? Uh-oh. Okay, I do have a non-shiny spoon. However, it's a magic spoon. I got it from Nane. Well, there goes the butter. It's okay. The pan, I know, like I would normally not use a metal spoon in a pan like this, but this one does have like certified is okay. I'm scared to cook this any further. Like this salmon is not gonna, this is gonna be subpar salmon, guys. And I do not take any of the blame for it. I am blaming the grocery store. Oh no, I put you on the contamination. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is a-okay. Nothing bad happened. I need a plate, a vessel. Oh, we can put them on the tiny pitiful plate because they're tiny and pitiful. Let's go. Ta-da! Poor salmon. At least the color looks good on it. I don't think I overdid it because it's not screaming. So, all right, now it says to clean out the pan, return to medium-high heat. Prepare brown butter, melt the butter. Keep cooking until the butter begins to turn a golden brown, about 2 minutes. Well, I already made brown butter once. That's wild. Okay. One pan cleared out. And then we'll put that back onto barbecue. And then it says to put the butter. We'll just carve off another piece of Mount Rushmore. Beauty. Don't need that anymore. And now we are making our brown butter sauce. The pitiful plate of shame. Yep. About 2 minutes, okay. Oh, I need lemon wedges. All right. Now we're gonna just cover the butter up so it can go back in the fridge. It looks like a serial killer butter. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say it. Anyways, where's that lemon? There it is. This is the hardest lemon in the galaxy. This is... What the... Oh, we have escape butter. Although it was starting to turn a weird color, so that's usually my sign that the wrapping was not adequate. Looks like you're a serial killer? Bruh. I have never been charged, okay? All right, how far is too far with the browned butter? Like, is this adequate? Or does it need a bit more? I haven't really made brown butter. Looks good to me. Okay. Okay. Well, now it says that it needs a pinch of salt. Kind of a big pinch. Oops. And then juice of half a lemon. Oh, chef! Oh, chef! Yeah, it didn't burn. I took it off heat early enough, it looks like. And I just got, there is now a fine coating of oil all over the cookbook. Ah, technologia! All right, we got that. Perfect. Perfect. And now we're gonna get the shameful baby knife for our lemon wedges. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I didn't need to cut it further. It's okay. Kenchana, ding, 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 you know? All right, let's get this out on a tray. Okay. Quick swap there. And a quick swap there. Okay, so I need to make sure that graha is visible. So I have that. Where'd I put the baby knife? There. And we have our beans. And since the tongs were contaminated, we have the other tongs. Because of course I have two pairs of tongs. I have the rubber tip tongs for non-stick application. Okay, got our nice visuals of the delicious stuff. And we have our brown butter sauce on the salmon. Oh. Wait, we're not ready. There we go. Ta-da! So, we'll give a comparison. This is the salmon in the book. Of course, the salmon, we've seen all the issues that we had, but that's how my salmon turned out. And then the runner bean saute. Ta-da! Angles are hard. And now I must take a picture and then eat my lukewarm food, and then we'll get the cat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully. I think my delivery made it in. Okay. That's my I must take my picture. Because I will post this onto social media later. Protocol. Yep, per protocol. And now, well, it's slippy. It's okay, I'm wearing gloves. It's fine, I'm wearing gloves. That was not a ripe lemon. That lemon is just not, doesn't look too bad given how the salmon was before. It's giving Princess Diaries glow up sequence, okay? Get that seed out of there. And, okay, I did not overcook it. Oh, thank goodness. Huzzah. That baby is not overcooked. Oh, that's good. The picture has been taken, yes. Like, as you can see, I didn't kill the salmon. It's flaky. Like, with decent amount of pressure, the salmon does fall apart. I will say, based on the flavor, not very high quality salmon. Like, you can definitely tell, like, taste-wise, the butter does help a lot. The salt, the prep, the cooking. Could have told you that before you started cooking it. Oh, don't worry, I was roasting it. So I will see, but as far as this recipe goes, this is really quick and easy and gives a very nice texture to the salmon. How these string beans, these are runner beans, but they are just green beans, yeah. Yeah, I will say the salmon itself was just, they did warn me. They did warn me that the salmon's consumed by date is the 24th. My garlic. It tastes that way. I think the next time I make one of these fish ones, I am just going to, I'm just going to use my salmon from Costco, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Costco salmon is the best. In fact, Art Gun just messaged me because they made salmon last night. Das ist gut. Yeah, for those of you that aren't as acquainted with fish, especially salmon, cooked salmon should have, good cooked salmon should have really no detectable fishy flavor. If you taste it and it tastes a bit like the seafood department, that fish is getting a bit old. So this one, well, it doesn't have any marked smell. It doesn't have any marked smell. The flavor on it, you can definitely taste that there's just a slight little bit of it being, maybe we're not ready anymore. Yeah. Are you a fan of salmon with skin or no? Fan of with skin, which is why I was so upset when I realized that these didn't have. The meat was starting to lose structure when it was raw. Yeah, that's a bad sign. The raw salmon, when it's still good quality, you shouldn't have any of those little, like, tears that happen, you know? That can happen from freezing and refreezing too, if I recall correctly. Yeah. It said fresh, but that still could mean that it was frozen. But honestly, I think I'm leaning more and more towards the camp of, unless you fished it out of the water yourself, just go ahead and get the frozen ones, because they freeze it right off the boat and then they keep them frozen the entire time. So it winds up being so much fresher and better. So that's what I normally do. But I was trying to get the cut that's in the cookbook, and they didn't even have the cut from the cookbook. I just overpaid for my. I have salmon in the freezer. Oh well, regrets were made. Unless you're cooking it within a couple hours of buying, you don't need to get it pre-thawed. Yep. Ooh, did you see that? I dropped the bean and it dropped like, that was balanced. So look at, no, it's still tasty. Like, if I went to a restaurant and got this, as long as it was a reasonable place, I wouldn't be unhappy with this. Epic green bean. What I might wind up doing with the salmon, the remaining salmon, Not this one, not the cooked one. Because I have that other fillet that cut. I think what I will do with that one is I'll just, yeah, it's key time. I'll just cook it in a pan without seasonings or anything and then let it cool down, and then I'll just give that to Whiskey. Uh-oh. Had someone ask me if the restaurant I worked at that it sold salmon as pre-made fillets, if it was fresh or frozen. We are a landlocked city. Yeah. Are you excited for the Night Realm DLC? I am, and I will be playing, there's a part 2 stream tonight. I'm going to be playing Night Rain with Vanta and Roy Kiato. So that'll be later tonight. Mas vamos? No worries. See you later. Thank you for watching. Think it would be too much to try a breaded up salmon? This was dredged in flour. The Vanta bringer of crows? We'll see if that crow she has brought crows today. In approximately 6 hours and 10 minutes. Yep. But now, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. As I clean my plate. That's not the moment you're waiting for. Miku Miku Beam! Yes. Guess I'll catch VOD. Yeah. I didn't schedule the time. Alright, new controller. The end already? The end is never, the end is never, the end. Ah. Woo, that was almost dangerous. Haha. Good thing that didn't hit my foot. What was that? Something not very nice. Did you drop the knife? That makes it sound like that was an active choice. I would say that the knife maybe slid off the desk onto the floor due to the sudden movement of the towel that's off the side here being pulled. The towel was on top of it, and I didn't realize that it was underneath it. Wouldn't have been fun to end stream and you go to ER? I don't think I would have had to go to ER. It wasn't the big knife, it was the little baby one. It was just the baby one. Like, I only would have had an issue if it, like, stuck up and down. I have super glue. All right. Let's move the cutting board off. And move the boy. Uh-oh. Got a text message. Oh, good. Not bad. No way, more wood? I know, that's my lovely IKEA dinner table. All right. Here comes the boy, Mr. Stinkbutt McFluffers. Hot. Yeah, I'll keep him away from that. Hello, Mr. Stinkbutt McFluffers. Are you loafing? Are you loafing on the floor? Here. Here. I didn't even open it. Uh-oh. Stay on the desk. The table. Whiskey, don't leave. Whiskey, they're only here for you. Whiskey, no! Oops, no. Pay your rent. Can you stop bumping your nose on the corner? Okay, Whiskey. Enhance. Is he a Maine Coon? No, he's a Siberian forest cat. He's so fluffy. He's incredibly fluffy. Stuff on the nose, oh no. Oh no. Oh, messy eating. Oh no. Oh no, it's on his whiskers. Here, Whiskey. Whiskey. You want to put your paws up on the other hand? Come on, buddy. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, no, you changed your mind? Okay. What are you sniffing? Oh yeah, there's butter on the table a little. Come over here. There we go. Okay, let's get you situated. Come on. Whiskey. There we go. There he is. What about the beans? Do we need a bean check? Oh my God. Sir, I'm being held hostage. Okay. We need to check your beans. Okay. Come on. Activate. Activated toe beans. More beans. More beans. Okay. Can we look up? Hi. Hello. What is with this paw that's out to the side? You look like you're about to give a speech. Here. Is he allergic to chicken? Yes, he is. People joining for the first time after finding you in the food and drink section and seeing you with your cat on the cutting board must be mortified. Okay, so there are multiple cuts you can get off of a house cat. First of all, the little armies here, okay? Now you gotta be careful with the amount of the fluff, all right? You wanna find the join here, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna... Have you guys seen the ones with the Pokemon when they're like prepping the Pokemon for eating? Oh, big stretch with the paws. He is purring. He has the world's most quiet purr. Whiskey-chan, hi! 何が好き? サーモンだけ. Any beeps lately? Yeah, this morning. Has Whiskey seen his fan art yet? I don't know if he would, like, recognize that he's... Sir, are you aware that you're a cat? Look at his Grinch paws, though. Like, look at that. Have you guys seen the movie Akira? When we play tag, he does the bike slide, but it's him with his paws. He does the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon running in place sometimes. Not quite the ingredient I was expecting. Don't worry, we just gotta feed him some more of his tube. He keeps on bumping his nose into the corner. I've seen some folks use an electric buzzer for the topher. I do trim his fur, but he doesn't like it. He likes being a scrungly Grinch paw cat. And the only reason his expression is as concerned as it is because I have studio lights for stream. Can I come up? Can I come up further? Oh. There he is. You see, he's the one that's eating. Is he a Maine Coon? Nope, he's a Siberian forest cat. He's not as big as a Maine Coon. And he's fixed, so he's not as big as he could be either. Do you let him outside? Nope. Sorry, baby. I know, there was like nothing coming out of it. I'm sorry. I was reading chat, not feeding you. My bad. Does he drink his water? Yes, he does. He likes to drink water. He has a really good running water fountain that has like little water filters and stuff. Does he chirp at the birds outside still? Yes, he does. He ek-ek-eks at them. He has very green eyes. Yeah. Us or the cat, DM, you must choose the cat. The cat rescues my sanity. Chat lowers my sanity. Can I get closer? I think that's the closest it'll focus on him. My cat may not be a Maine Coon then, they look very similar. So Whiskey is... Hang on a minute. I don't know if I have anything I can measure him on from this close. Here. If I zoom him out, does his tongue have the scrapers like the big cats do? Yeah. So if we got Whiskey, come on, buddy. Come on. We got Mr. Whiskers. Wimpy Whimkers here. I'm sorry, sir. We are doing a size measurement, okay? So if you have the Final Fantasy Ultimate Cookbook Volume 1 or 2, whiskey's like, baby, stay down. 2 book lengths, maybe? Like, if you have the, for my Oshi and his caretaker, thanks, Iskander, thank you. 2 book lengths plus tail. Yeah, the tail is an additional, like, same length as this book. Meow, 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 meow. Papa, 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 papa. Put him up. Does his tail flip up when he's excited? It does. Buddy, you're gonna get salmon tube on your tail. Come back! He sees the tube. Is there going to be germs all over the cook counter now? I am done cooking, and the next step after the stream is done is I clean everything down and wipe it all down. I don't know. Is my cat chill, guys? Is he a chill cat? And you have night rain later? Yeah, I have a couple hours. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Oh, you got your fur on your face. I'm sorry. And now we can start constructing a second cat. Does he pass the dangle test? He does. Oh my God. There's so much static. Don't worry, everything gets wiped down. The what test? Look. And this is why he throws up sometimes. How does the PC survive in this household? He doesn't get to spend a lot of time in the stream room, and I don't often pet him in the stream room either. Literally the chillest of cats. Yeah, he's pretty chill. Yeah, I clean stuff up too. Whiskey's currently on, uh-oh. Uh-oh, sir? Sir? I know this is a whole new horizon for you because I moved the chair over there, but that is not where you're supposed to be. He was almost going on to the kitchen counters, and those are not for cats. Assume you can't leave clothes on the bed, as that's asking for cat fur to get all over it. So he has like 2 parts of the year when his fur is extra fluffy and gets everywhere. So this is currently like when his summer coat transitions over to the winter coat, and the winter coat transitions over to summer coat. Those are the 2 times. So it's currently in the transition stage, which is why I am infested. Oh, right, the tiny controller. We get show and tell before I end the stream. Okay. Somehow there's cat fur on it. I wonder where that came from. So this is the PlayStation 4 controller. that is now dead. Well, this keeps going up, right? That is... Okay, the one with the drift. This is the one with the drift. Silksong killed it. That's the new one. What's in the USB port? Oh, this lets me put it onto a charger that it just sits on top of it and charges that way. It's so cute. Thanks, guys. Wow. Anyways, so, but the difference here is, okay. Difference here is, that was the only option. Pink was the only option, then white, and I was like, white is worse than pink for reasons. Anyways, so like normally when I'm playing the game, I do the, I don't even remember what, oh, that's normally how I wedge the controller down, but my palm, this rests on my palm, right? But the new one, I have to get used to holding the controller probably the proper way now because my fingers can actually hit the buttons. So the problem is that that's not even my hair. Where did that come from? Okay, the problem is that this part of my hand was cramping because it's a different grip. So it's easier to use. Like I can hit all the buttons better. I can actually like do full rotation on this without accidentally like leaning it too far. Right? But because this is so nubby, is this the 8-bit DOS Switch controller? This is the, it says it's for Switch, but everything on the computer says it's Xbox. So I have to get used to what it's like. But yeah, also once we get a little bit further through, I have a couple of other cookbooks that I think we could look at. I also have the Overwatch official cookbook. Ever played Project Eve on a controller? Yes, I hate it though, so I have a mini arcade one. And the Mayo cookbook. So we have starring the world's best condiment. I didn't even write this book. Okay. We have making mayo. We have appetizers. We have sandwiches, salads, dressings. I can't believe it has mayo. And that's where you get the chocolate mayo cheese cupcakes. And the mayo pesto steak. Like, does this have butternayes in it? I don't think it has butternayes. Yeah, it doesn't have butternayes. Unfortunately. And then it also has mayo hacks. So you can use it as a hair softener, a hair conditioner, cuticle softener, houseplant care, and a stain remover, guys. But yeah, look, the Overwatch cookbook. And they have multiple recipes for all the characters. Yeah, there's a bunch of cat hair all over my arms now. We have Deadeye cocktail, corn pudding, cream caramel, a Texas fizz, buttermilk flapjacks. This is Soldier 76's recipe. It tells you like what location it takes place in. Tater tot hot dish type comfort food. Sugar cream pie. And this is one of the earliest confirmations in fiction, in Overwatch fiction, in canon, that Soldier 76 is gay. Because it literally says here, one food Jack loved to share with his former boyfriend, Vincent. It's there. People are like, oh, they just wrote that in to add stuff. No, it's, or by. No, it's in the cookbook. He had a boyfriend. Old Man Yowie. Another chili con queso. It says, while much has changed for Reyes since undergoing Moira's extensive experiments, a bowl of queso on a rough day still warms his dark heart. Thought people knew for a long time. You're like, man, oh, no, Nikki, when it first came out, there were a bunch of people being like, oh, you guys just wrote that in there, blah, 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 blah. But you enjoy yaoi DM, like yaoi manhwa? Sometimes I read it, but for the most part, I read, like, toxic standard stuff. Reaper looks good. Yep. Look! Lucio! That argument, the linchpin piece of evidence being in a cookbook. Hey, there have been other things that have been discovered more. I just like that this one has, like, it's all international because all of the heroes in Overwatch come from different areas, right? So you have a bunch of stuff, and it's great. Lentil soup. If you ignore the Overwatch branding, it's just an international cookbook. It is. Here we go. Look! Look, though! Orisa Sunday! Look! It's really cute! Like, come on! And then we have Europe. Guinness stew. Gratin. Käsespätzle. Altbierbohle. Eichenwalde cake. Valkyrie's Flight. A Junkertown loaded burger. Like, it's a very cute cookbook. They have so many really good recipes in it. I did make the ordeal from this. If I have the chance to try it, you should. I don't know if it's veggie friendly though. Need to find my internet. Good luck. Look, Russian honey cake. A supernova. Pakora. Chicken curry. Kaju Katli. Lassi. It's so good. They have so many cute things in here. It's great. Hamster food. Look, in space. From the moon. A cheese wrecking ball. You know? They cooked the hamster. They did. They did. Oh, and I'll show you one more thing. One more thing. This was the book I was telling y'all about that I got, the Grimm's Fairy Tale book. But I got like, there was an option for a really big version, but then I got this little one instead. So it has the ribbon. And it's small enough that you can put inside your bag really easy. And it also has some of the like older illustrations that have been colored. It has shiny pages. It does. Like, I like getting... Does the golden show a picture if you spread the pages a little bit? No, it's not one of those types. But I got this one because I was like, ooh, this is like a nice, really easy to carry Grimm's Fairy Tale book set. Just close that off. Let me find the other thing. The other thing. I bought another book, but where did I put it is the question. I might have showed it to a friend. I think I showed it to a friend. Darn it. I'll show you the next best thing then. Before I get my head pat sorted. And we call it. That's pretty good, right? But wait. It cries. It makes the sound. It's so good. Why does it cry? 'Cause it's a meme. It's a Chinese meme. Hi, Sango. And I actually got this. So one of my mods is called Cat. Cat got me this. So it's something to be... It sounds like lemon grab, but less annoying. Yep. Of course, Cat, you got that. Yeah. Well, actually, Cat wasn't going to get me one. And then I said, wait, I want one. So Cat actually, like, went back to the place and got me that one. Your audio sounds so 3D in your cooking setup. Yeah, there's a lot more space around me. You did that to Cat, too? I did. And that didn't take for like a whole day. Oh, yeah, that one. I remember that one. I have many other trinkets, but for now, I want to take a nap. So, enhance. I said, enhance. So let me just let's find out who we are going to raid. And the reason why I can enhance like this is because this is a 4K camera. So it's actually just in the regular, it's at its regular settings right now. Let's see. And I will say that this laptop does a much better job of streaming and showing everything compared to the other one that I was on. So I am using the birthday fundraiser one Let's see. It says that the one that's currently online that I can raid into on YouTube, I see only Minase currently, so I'm gonna send you over to Real. Minase Real of Hollow Stars JP. It better for that's cost? Yeah. Oh yes, Omana's Black Friday sale is also happening. So it's the last chance to get the Omana girldm merch that is still in stock. After that, it's going to be gone. Tomorrow's stream. After tomorrow's stream, I'll be away for a week. I'm going to the woods, which means I won't have my computer. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going to happen with that. No skong next week. No skong next week. No, the woods. So I'll be away from streaming during that time. But then when I'm back again, we'll be back to the normal schedule. Tomorrow, though, is going to be quick Bozja. And then after that, I'll be on JoeCat's stream for a game show, Jeopardy style game show. Yeah, I need to take a nap because I'm tired. All right, so Twitch is going to get 5up, who is currently playing Squidcraft, whatever that means. And tonight there will be a stream. I just haven't made the waiting room yet for it. I'll do that after I clean up a little bit. Oh my god. There we go. Before you go, can we see Whiskey one last time? Ugh. I'm holding him hostage. There you go. Okay. Starting the raid. Normally I would head pat my model, but what we're going to do is we're just gonna head pat, okay? So, there we go. Yay, got everything ready. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the food stream. If you missed it, the VOD is up on YouTube. The previous cooking stream VODs are also up on YouTube. So yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 69, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Get out of here. All right. Yeah. 5-Up's chat is in emote only, so post the bounce emote as the raid call. Sounds good. Or if you can't do the bounce emote, do the dancing dinosaur one back and forth. Yay! All right, have a good rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, or night. I'll be back in like 5 hours for Night Rain with Vanta and Roikiato. Yay! I'll just put the ending screen up so that I can just get out of here. Bye! Oop. I didn't hit it.